Good morning, Doctor and my fellow friends. We are from Group 11. We are appointed to form a team in order to conduct a value management study. Without any further ado, we would like to start our presentation.
My name is Azhar. First of all, I would like to present the executive summary of the study. The project is the construction of commercial development for the surrounding area of UTM Observatory Tower. A 5-day workshop will be conducted from 30 June 2022 until 17 June 2022. The objective of study is to conduct a strategic value management study for this project in order to create a project with a better value and have a high return throughout the life cycle of the project.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Syazwani binti Muhammad and I will start this presentation with an introduction. Value management is a combination of planning tools and methods to find the optimal balance of project benefits in relation to project cost and risk. It is the most common way of arranging, evaluating, and fostering the task settle on the right conclusion about the streamlined equilibrium of the advantages, dangers, and expense. Next, project value management can improve the probability of the creating expectation and making advantages. The goals of value management are, firstly, it can guarantee that the money spent provides optimal value and minimize risks. Then, it will enforce cost control and savings without jeopardizing contractors' performance at high level. As a result, quantity surveyors plays an important role in these services. It is because one of the QS job scope is to provide clients with the finest value for money guidance.
The following shown the activity of our value management workshop, including phases of information, creativity, evaluation, development, and presentation. Next is the agenda of our value management workshop. For day 1, after the pre-workshop preview, we will start the information phase. Day 2 is a creativity phase, followed by evaluation phase on day 3. Day 4 will be the development phase, and lastly, the presentation phase on day 5. Thank you.
Hi all, my name is Lau Yuhan. I will present on the summary of value management proposal. Our team has proposed 3 projects, which are green homestay, clubhouse, and restaurant. The summary cost for each project is shown in the first table. Also, these are the criteria we use to assess the building suitability. The second and third table indicate the AEV and IRR for the best 2 selected projects. Based on individual VM proposal and design suggestion, Project 1 is Green Homestay. VM team recommended to construct a dream homestay. We intended to preserve those natural beauties by traveling green. This project is environmental friendly and can attract lots of visitors, but it is higher initial cost. Project 2 is Clubhouse. VM team recommended to construct a double-story clubhouse. It is easy to gain revenue as clubhouse is a trend among university residents and the outsiders of UTM from different age of group. However, it is high maintenance of fitness equipment and high cleaning costs. Project 3 is Restaurant. VM team recommended to construct a single-story restaurant which take urban farming and design to present a unique farming wall in the restaurant. It provides a comfortable environment for the customer and extra choice of meal for UTM students and staff, as well as attract outsiders for having meal while enjoying breathtaking view. But it might competitive with other restaurants in UTM. Next, this is the list and organization structure of our value management team member. Through the Edu Tourism Campus agenda, UTM Edu Tourism Campus Office is planning to redevelop the observatory tower and the surrounding area. Therefore, the objective of this value management study is to suggest the best development composition for the area and must be able to generate income as much as possible. Our value management team member had conducted a 5-day workshop and identified the best method to fulfill their requirement.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Sharifah Nur Subaiha. So now I will explain about list of design document reviewed during this study. The first project we proposed is Green Homestay. As you can see on my screen, this is an overview and layout plan for this project. Same goes to our second proposed project, which is Clubhouse. So this is an overview and layout plan for this project. For our last proposed project will be restaurant. An overview and layout plan for this project as shown on my screen. So now I will move to the next part, which is PDA. As stated on my screen now, this is PDA for Green Homestay. We as the VM teams have made a cost estimate for this project where it includes the total cost of the project around 2.8 million with total floor area of 990 meters square. So this is the PDA for Clubhouse. We found that the estimate cost for this project is higher than the first proposed project where it includes the cost of project around 2.9 million with total floor area of 1,484 meters square. For restaurant, so here is the PDA that we have created. The cost for this project is about 2.5 million with total floor area of 1,805 meters square. So now I will touch on the last parts, which is relevant VM teams comments. So here is the comments on Green Homestay. Overall, it can be said as a result of its strategic location and its accessibility by UTM students and lecturers, as well as the ideal environment for relaxation and comfort, this project will prove to be a visitor attraction. Besides that, this project has a high risk and it is a challenging project as it requires a lot of work to keep the building stable. So the design should reduce energy consumption as it can reduce visitors' cost. So this is the comments on Clubhouse. We can say the design is very attractive with good interior design, which it can attract many visitors to visit because it has an aesthetic element. Unfortunately, the cost is higher per GFA because it involves the ever-changing price of raw materials in the current market. This building has a large span, so the roof structure should be supported by steel trusses since there are fewer columns required and affordable to construct. Only mechanical and electrical engineering are required for the functional space due to the simplicity of this space. This project will probably benefit to the people because they will spend their free time by doing beneficial activities. So this is the comments on restaurant. The concept offers ample space and has an attractive and aesthetic interior design. Unfortunately, it is costly project because the raw materials must be shipped over every day, which incurs higher shipping costs. Pad foundations are studied enough to support the structure. Besides that, ambient lighting is appropriate for the dining area, while task lighting is most appropriate for the working area. It will be very valuable to the people where the location is ideal for establishing a restaurant with a unique as well as aesthetic appeal.
Summing how come from 4 SBEQ, so I will continue with this function analysis form. In this proposed project, there have 3 suggestions come to this developer's land proposal, which is the first green homestay, second clubhouse, and the third is restaurant. These 3 proposals have their own advantage and disadvantage, but these 3 proposal suggestions have a more close and nearest to the main characteristic requirement from the clients. So we will evaluate all the project by this evaluations criteria form. From this form, we can see that the highest score is the durability and is have a more heaviest side web. Is because the client request for the more durable, and we consider about the safety and durability of the buildings for the futures and more longer times for the student, and they can carry out for their education purpose or tourists. Eventually, all the proposal will come in the result of evaluations metric. From this evaluation metric forms, we can see that the ranking number 1 is the homestay, and the second is clubhouse, and the number 3 is restaurant proposal. In this green homestay proposal, we have a more highest excellence criteria and the feature to meet all the requirements. Lastly, I would like to recommend green homestay as the primary and priority constructions proposal, as it meets all the main requirements from the client, which is higher durability, low initial cost, and maintenance.
Next, we will further evaluate green homestay and clubhouse on the aspect of life cycle cost (LEV) and internal rate of return (IRR) in order to select the best and most suitable building which would contribute the highest income to the client. Our value management team decided to propose green homestay rather than clubhouse. Green homestay poses relatively stable position than clubhouse, and it has lower life cycle cost and higher internal rate of return.
A value methodology standard is designed to provide a practical guide for implementing value methodology concept consistently. There are 3 parts in value management workshop, such as firstly, pre-workshop, second is workshop, and third is post-workshop. The first workshop is the pre-workshop activities. The major goals of the pre-workshop activities is to ensure that all stakeholders are on the same page and that enough information is available during the value management analysis. So for this project, the client had to decide which commercial building is the most suitable among all to be built near the surrounding area of UTM Observatory Tower. The duration of this meeting project is take 5 days, which is from 13 June to 17 June. The study will follow an organized job plan which contain at least 6 main stages. Next is the workshop activities. First stage is the information phase. This stage is to guarantee that all members of the value management team have a common knowledge of the project and they are completely aware of all the project measure relevant features. During this stage, all team members should completely understand the major scope and objective of this study by using SWOT analysis, which is including strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Next is the function analysis phase. During this phase, the function of the project will be identified and analyzed. Each team member will give their own comments in a proposal for the functions analysis regarding the type of commercial building to be built around the surrounding area of UTM Observatory. This stage may involve a variety of creative and motivational tactics to generate various ideas for doing the same basic function at a lower cost or with minor change. Next phase is the evaluation phase. Many assessing strategies can be used to analyze and highlight the most important thought created during the creative phase. During the evaluation phase, both the advantages and disadvantages from the proposal will be listed out for the team members to come out with the best decisions. Technique that used in this phase is a rating form and criteria scoring method to evaluate whether the proposed building could fulfill client needs and requirements. The second last phase is development phase. This phase includes an overview of the initial design as well as the proposed improved design, a description of the benefits and limitations of each idea. The initial and life cycle cost of the ideas must be exact and error-free, or decision maker would dismiss them without giving them a second thought. Both of the calculation is used to determine that which building gives the highest income to the UTM, which is our client. The last phase in this stage is the presentation phase. On this phase, team leader creates a report or presentation that documents and communicates the sufficiency of the team's alternative and the accompanying opportunity for value improvement. The audience shall obtain some common understanding and recommendation from the value management team by the end of the presentations. A post-study phase will be carried out to determine the concept of the commercial building are implemented correctly. Then, the final disposition of the value management proposal created during the study phase will be established during the implementation phase. Next, a final report of value management will be shortly prepared after the implementation phase. Lastly, the value management process lessons will subsequently be kept in a central database where there will be useful feedback for parties interested in future value management research.
In summarizing the finding of this value management study, our team suggested Green Homestay as a development project proposal for our client, University Technology Malaysia, as this project contained the most potential ability to give the highest return to UTM. That's all for our presentation. Thanks for your time and patience. Thank you.